I tell jokes. I tell jokes in different area codes. Area codes. Jokes. In different area codes. Area codes. Now you thought that I was just 212 and 210. I'm worldwide. Don't act like you don't know. In Afghanistan performing for the troops. Kept thinking, where the fuck do people take their poops? 718s, 202s. I left most gigs with IOUs. 901, matter of fact, 305. Quincy Jones G4, meet me outside. 312 and 313s. That's where Dan Filato fucks Rick Steves. 210s, back on track. All these kids coming and you know he's black. 619, 916, sound like jizz on my belly. Drug charges won't stick. 707, 303s, bad road coke with Bob Levy. Is it cause they like my guinea walk? Guinea walk. Is it cause they like my witty talk? Witty talk. Is it cause they like my handsome face? Handsome face. Is it cause they like my Jersey ways? Jersey ways. Whatever it is, they love it and they just won't let me be on Twitter. Harass Ryan Sharman, Steve Torelli, freak out. If I don't do like 20 podcasts a week, just calm down before I let Bosco comment for me. I tell jokes. I tell jokes in different area codes. Area codes. Jokes. In different area codes. Area codes.
The show was fine without Mario.
That's not nice.
Well, you're not nice. You know, we're without Mario. We're woms. Not like wops.
Oh, yeah.
I love you to death. You're our great Gutfeld. Welcome to the three. I'm watching. I'm obsessed with Fox News because the chicks on Fox News are smoking. They're not just like hot for news. There's the broad who does the White House. Mario's here. The broad who does the White House. She stands on the West Lawn, or whatever the fuck it is, and a job that literally women who look like, to quote Broadway Danny Rose, something you might find in a live bait shop. Gloria Allred. Is that the one? No, not. She's a lawyer. I'm talking about the other one. Well, what's the old bag who fucking said some poem that Hillary Clinton laughed at for no reason? She's 111 years old. She's got a beak like fucking Howard private parts.
I'm trying to think who that was.
You know what I'm talking about. You would know. She's she looks like Pierre Salinger. And she's in his era. Remember, she was famous for the first person. That's the chick who asked Kennedy the tough question.
Oh, Helen Thomas?
Is it Helen Thomas?
Yeah, the older woman that retired.
She got a huge beak.
Yeah, Helen Thomas.
You must, as Don Chichi says in Godfather 2, you must let me wet my beak. You imagine the black hand comes to you? That's right, black hand. And we used to have Black Hand Matters. In the Italian community, it's a very sacred thing. You are what we say, Molagna. My buddy's black kid, one of my best friends. He went to the Knights of Columbus to watch a Monday night football game, and my other buddy, very Italian kid, let's just say not sensitive to the plight of the blacks. Him and us all, but we were all friends, you know. But dead serious, I walked in with my buddy. He's a black kid. Like, we never thought of it. I mean, I was very aware of it. But kid got white pussy, man. This kid's played over in Europe football. Got a lot of white pussy. He would send us pictures of the white chick he fucked. And then my one friend who hated blacks like crazy told us that his older sister was going to Europe on a trip, and we said we got to get a picture of her and have the black kid not realize, pretend he didn't realize it was a sister, and send a picture. Fucked her last night.
Oh,
and it's the kids. And we were going to do it. We were going to, as a joke, and we were all in on it. Me, my other buddy, the black kid. All of us were in on it. And he was going to send it to him like, I fucked her last night, and she's a spitter and all this shilling. And you know what? I put the kibosh on it because I was afraid a real violent thing would happen. Like he would have put, like I don't know if he was connected or not. Let's just say his father got awarded a lot of construction jobs by insurance companies. And he never bought the Puerto Rican helpers masks for asbestos. Exact conversation. We're gutting a house in East Orange, New Jersey, where Queen Latifah's from. And the Naughty by Nature group, that's where they're from. Get it? Get the neighborhood? Okay, Lance Bass is not from there. You know who's from there? Ryan Seacrest. No. The group Naughty by Nature and Queen Latifah. And most of my family. Because we're not racist. Unlike Mario stays in Bensonhurst. Yeah, right, exactly. Mario stays in Bensonhurst and lets his sister marry an Irish. Terrible.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. What are you going to do? We hit her with a fucking bat. That's my favorite exchange in Raging Bull. In Raging Bull, the woman, whoever played De Niro's wife, the first wife, the Italian wife, the one who goes, did you eat your carrots? Did you eat them? He goes, you call those carrots? What movie is that in? I mean, of course it doesn't win Best Picture. Nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about. That's why it's so great. Ordinary People one with Timothy Hutton barking to Judd Hirsch. Riff, riff. Shut up. That wins. No. Does Scorsese win? No. With brilliant lines like, you call those carrots? Oh. Carrot, a very Italian meal, by the way. Dan wouldn't know. He eats raviolis from everywhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh. Dan is such a Chicago Italian. Oh. He's such a Midwestern Italian. It's so embarrassing.
Oh, Jesus.
But they do kill. They do know how a Cub game turns out, like 4 innings before it comes. I had to go. Let's get personal. By the way, Dan, here's what I want you to do tomorrow, okay? I want you to go out and I want you to buy 4,000 hand towels. Exactly 4,000 of them. All right? We're not short on money. Dan is such a martyr. Here's what happened. Let me give you a little Artie Lang history, okay? I'm surrounded by people who just love failure. They love being around it. They love wallowing in it. And I used to be a part of that club, but I got out. But now they're afraid. They want old Artie back. Old Artie went, well, come on, guys. It's a time for losers. I'm pulling out of here to win. I come back and they want me back. It's like Pacino. Losers of the mafia. I'm Pacino. They keep pulling me back in.
That's right.
They start to convince me I have no money. Is your phone going to go off again, brother?
No,
Who could possibly be calling you? The most important call you could get is you're late for the podcast. The only person that could call you for that is he's here. I assume he'd tap your shoulder. Which means that should be off.
It is off.
Nothing's as important as you're late for the Artie Lang podcast.
I just want to make sure the volume is off so I don't.
This is my favorite commercial ever on Fox. It's all for old guy shit. This guy's about a 48-year-old actor. I've seen him in nothing. The first audition he gets is for when he's constipated with opioids.
I've seen it.
And this is what he says. The drug's name is Movantic. I guess they're trying to get a thing together, like a promotional tour together, where they go, that was my Movantic moment. So this guy, this is why I did stand-up comedy. I would tell all my friends who are actors, I've touched on a lot of subjects here. I'm going to ask Dan later what I touched on. And he's going to go,
hand towels.
Mario? No, you're right. I do. You got me back on that. 4,000 of them I want you to buy. Dan will go, we don't have the money.
That's what he told me tonight.
What?
That we got no money. We're broke.
Why is he telling you that? Why are you telling people that, Dan?
Is that what I said to you?
Yes, he's right, Dan. You gossip like crazy.
On your own because we have no money.
I know. Don't tell people that, Dan.
Read that text what I said.
No. No, Mario's right. Thank you, Mario.
Read the text.
No, he's right. Let me see what it says.
Read the text.
Let me read the text. It's not going to help you.
I said, hey, what time can I take an Uber? And he said, for sure, if you pay for it.
Right. That's good.
And he said, I don't have the cash to give you one hand.
At that point, you should have said, well, bye.
No, I can't.
No, we'll take you over. But, well, that's right. What are you saying now? What do you say?
How many times you picked up the Uber tip for me? Thousands.
Every time. No, not thousands. It's easy. It's easy to figure out every single time. Why did you use the word broke?
I'm sorry, I made it.
Oh my God! I'm surrounded. Just say. No, we don't do Uber. We don't do that anymore. See how slowly but surely we lose losers? They stop coming. They stop coming. I don't know, Mario. Well, I like him here because he's an oddity.
I would have took the boat.
You'll get here, right?
I'll get here.
You probably have $1 billion. You're one of those Italian families. Probably has the first nickel. Whenever your fucking family got off the boat in goddamn Ellis Island, if one of your cousins found a nickel on the ground, you still have that nickel, without question.
For sure.
You're like a Jew Italian.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, guess who's paying for Uber?
He probably has like 3 classic cars too in his garage.
And what about a fucking? You probably sued. You had a. I hope you sued Sudafed.
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 Oh, God.
Isn't that what your mother took? You said when you told me you would
The
have been John.
doctor gave her a cold
right.
cold medicine.
And he said that you would have been like John Stamos if not for that.
Probably.
Nah, you're good.
Except Italian, not
You're a good
Greek.
guy. Well, John Stamos, I met him once at a diner. He was sitting in the rear. That's your joke. How about this Kimberly Garglefoyle? What is her name? Kimberly. She looks like a Kim Kardashian type. And Pence standing next to fucking Trump. He is waiting to unleash his hell.
Please, Donald, stay alive.
If Trump
stay alive.
Trump will live till 150. He will live till he's like a roach. Pence, if he ever dies, Pence will go commence the plan, and a sex dungeon's going to open up, swallow us all. Sinners. Here's Pence the day after Trump dies. He starts talking like this for no reason. Sinners, repent, sinners. The Bosco family of Bensonhurst. You have sinned for the last time. President Pence's men are coming for you. They'll be wearing leather. They all have a kidney disease from unclean oil at the San Gennaro's feast. Your time has come. Vengeance. You've sinned for the last time. I understand you stopped at a red light that was within 100 feet of a Planned Parenthood. You will die. We tried to kill you years ago with a Sudafed, but you lived. Right now, Senator Paul Ryan is on the lam. Last we saw him, he was on a jet heading for South America. If you find him and kill him slowly, you'll be a friend of the Pence administration. Here is my vice president, David Duke.
Oh, God.
David, do you have anything to say to the African Americans? How about the Jewish centers? We commence my plan. Trump, I told Trump, come with me. Let's set fire to all the Hebrew enclosings. He wouldn't go for it. Little mamby-pamby Nancy. Well, rich boy, you're gone now. And there'll be no autopsy. It's true that I said, have my soup tonight, Mr. President. Take my clam chowder. Looks yummy. It was made by an African-American cook.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
What?
Very good.
This is a perfect timing. You're gonna be my comedy team. This is perfect timing. You know what we're gonna be? Here's the comedy team. You ready? Blow and smack. One's all giddy like that. One's all giddy and in your face, and the other's laid back. They're blowing smack. Right? You're blowing smack. Right? Do something giddy. Go, hey, let's go out tonight.
Hey, let's go out tonight.
I'm fine hanging in. One's Artie Lang, the other's a hack. They're blowing smack. You're blowing smack. Are you getting the reference?
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Comedy.
Hooray for Hollywood.
Hooray for Hollywood.
All right, let's stop. I heard you singing the other day. You sounded homosexual.
You heard me singing?
Oh, forget it. I went back into the bit, you dipshit.
Oh, sorry.
So, I've never... Well, Bachetti's pretty bad, too. So blow and smack. We'll get a couple of theaters. Right? One's got a sister who's respectable. The other is married to an Irish black. They're blowing smack. One's white, one's brown. They're blowing smack. I'll be wearing blackface for this. Brown face. Mexican brown face. Pablo Escobar Not in the news. El Chapo's in the news. El Chapo looks like Stuttering John. Dan pointed out that's right. Stuttering Juan. Stuttering Juan.
You have to tweet that with that picture. That is so funny.
That's perfect. Stuttering Juan. That's inspired. See, Dan was mad at me for the broke thing. Now we got him back.
I'll let you go on with it because there's a case of paper towels right by the door.
I'm
Case
sorry.
of wash rags.
You got to go get them, Mario. That's your job. Stuttering Juan. How about he goes, my name is Chapo. I'm trying to get more. I'm unemployed. I'm trying to get trabajo. I need more trabajo. That's working Spanish. I'm working sábado and domingo. I got a gig sábado noche. Noche.
My glasses are sleeping.
It's hump day. It's miércoles. Miércoles. Stuttering Juan. I'm stuttering Juan Melendez. I'm half Puerto Rican. Half Taylor. I'm a dick. Oh, that's fantastic.
That is.
I'll be apologizing for that bit on Twitter later.
Cocaine. I make the dinero. Dinero. Artie, can I buy those 1,000? Stuttering One. I'm running for
Dan, you okay?
I'm running for La Politiciano.
We were just talking about before the show, Artie and I. That's it's so funny.
I got El Diva. There's only uno of me now. I have Trace Kids.
Trace Kids.
Hey, Diana Feinstein. Stuttering Juan. Yes, I understand Stuttering Juan will be on the show. First up is Nicolas Cage. That stays the same. That's the same. That's the same in Spanish or English. Nicolas Cage.
Oh, shit.
He does look like Stuttering Juan. That's fantastic. I live next to the contact. Those broads.
Oh, shit.
Scotto Disick. Mario, that chocolate drink. So, what was I talking about? What was that thing you said, Dan, that you were going to bring? I said...
Wash rags.
wash rags. You just buy 4,000. What
There's
happened
a
was,
case right there.
I'm from a group of people who are nice people, but they a lot of my friends just love wallowing like there's nothing going on. I guess we didn't make it. Artie made it, I guess. Kinda. I mean, none of us, we all want to be like A-list. I mean, Artie's kind of C-list, I guess. I guess he doesn't seem happy, though. I guess. And they love it. They love bringing me back in. And we had no money on welfare. And, when I was 22. And my mother, I said to my mother, I'm 3.5 years I need before I go to the port and fucking probably end my life. And I get on a show, $8,000 a week. Don't look back. When I was 27 years old, I made $400,000 that year. I've never made less than $400,000 in a year. I made up to $4 million. Know what started happening? I paid all the fucking bills. I paid all the denario. The buck stopped with me. My father was the greatest guy in the world as far as beating people up and teaching me how to play baseball. He was the greatest dad to his son. He didn't have any vices that I have. Not one. I hate when people assume that. He didn't drink. Hated alcohol. He hated gamblers. Thought it was throwing away your money unless you win. To quote Norm Macdonald, they call gambling a disease. It's the only disease where you can win a bunch of money. That's my favorite joke. Yeah, they call gambling a disease. It's the only disease where you can win a bunch of money. That's so true. That's so true. Yeah, the doctor doesn't say you have cancer at the end of the night. Wait, but you won $500,000. That's right, pal. So I start rolling it in. But you know what? I'm not the kind of guy. I'm not the fruit who skis. I tried skiing once. I said, this is the single most ridiculous activity. The single most ridiculous activity I've ever done. And I've done a lot of stupid shit. Do you understand how ridiculous? You know how much it costs you and how much you have to do before you get to the top of the mountain? Do you know what you have to? You got to put those boots on. You got to buy the boots. Who's learning how to do this? You got to be shut up. It's got to. You got to. Were you a ski? You were an actual ski?
No, I'm a degenerate gambler.
Are you even listening to me?
What are you talking about skiing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know where I wasn't talking about skiing, Dan? In Mario World. Wait, I could relate to that. Let me be unbelievably selfish. You started a lot of shit. You lied about that. You made it sound like he was doing that. What he did, he should have done. Well, why would you do that? You're a little troublemaker. Now I feel guilty making fun of Dan's windbreaker. Dan was right. And how does it look that I'm his best friend and I assumed he was wrong?
Thanks, Mario.
Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, you... we'll get back to it. No, so let me get back to this. So now I start pulling in the lira. All right? And I pay for everything. I pay for everything. Then we finally get out of the fucking...
You still do.
Oh, calm down. Let's not get you in trouble. That's the deal I made. You keep insulting me as if I'm a loser, and I'll pay for everything. That was the deal I made. Everybody in my family. I'm the bozo. But when the people need money, when a friend's friend needs a benefit done, who do they call? Bozo man.
Yeah.
I go up and I drop about $70,000 in the fucking loser's bank account. I don't even know if it's a real charity. Yeah, such and such going to school. She needs a laptop. Really? Tell it to the fucking hills. I don't know what a laptop is. I was watching the ELO get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they were showing them play. Like these younger people are looking at them. They have drums, guitars, bass guitars, instruments. You know, and that's what what young people call that nowadays? A laptop. Unbelievable. Nothing's real anymore. So I go out to California, and I'm sending money back. $8,000 a week I'm getting. I intercept the check. I intercepted the check, and I put $4,000 in my pocket. I cash it. $4,000 goes to Mama Lang. She saved some, but thank God. You know where a lot of it is? I'm very fond of it. It's a closet called shoes. No, but I wanted, if anyone deserved it, it was my mother. And said, "Oh my God, what strong, wonderful people." But what they don't realize is I'm not like that. I'm weak. I fucking somehow got a job that makes a lot of money. I don't know how the fuck I did that. I'm more like El Chapo. But I was stuttering gone. I was out of here. So I start rolling around LA with that 4Gs like I'm Jack goddamn Nicholson. I got a coke dealer that, quite frankly, was overcharging me like crazy. When I had a coke dealer that would deliver coke in between rehearsals. He would deliver coke actually when I was shooting a sketch on television. Oh, God. You'd see an extra in the background that's not supposed to be there. Who's that? He's leaving coke. He's leaving coke behind Artie's wardrobe. All of a sudden, there's a Rasta guy in the sketch. There's a Rasta guy in a tuxedo with a smoking hot white chick who has a tattoo of her uncle on her neck. And yeah, I love that guy. I loved my coke dealer in LA. He's dead now. I loved him. Got into a big accident. I mourned. I really was sad when I found that out. He was in a metallic blue Corvette doing about 140 on a Pacific Coast Highway. He veered into the other lane in a fucking 18-wheeler, head on. Oh. Ooh. With a broad. They disintegrated.
Oh, my God.
They disintegrated. It was an interracial sand mix.
Oh,
it was like black and white sand.
Oh, God.
But their blood was what everybody's is, red. No, his was darker. No. But I think that's the liver. He was like Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction. He was the fucking wolf. I was like, you sending the wolf? Well, that's cool in the gang, baby. Why don't you say that? That day I did the coke in the pig outfit. I called him at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was in Malibu, out by Oxnard. I said, can you get to Duke's? I can't get through this day without blowing. Can you get to Duke's? On the Pacific Coast Highway? I said, yeah, I'll meet you. He goes, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I said, what? Are you at Duke's? I think he was in a tuxedo. And then he saw me in the pig outfit. I never told him what I did. And the look on his face is the single funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Damn, man, what kind of shit are you into? Thought I was in the... that scene with all the masks and eyes wide shut. I looked at him and I said, what's the other password? You see, that password is correct for that show. But there is no other password. You know what that means? The man in the moose suit is going to rape and kill your friend. Kubrick must have hated Tom Cruise. Kubrick fucked with Tom Cruise. He kept, like, oh my God, it's so funny. He must have hated him in Nicole Kidman. Kubrick, I think, had an IQ of above, like, 210. A genius. And he hated Stephen King. So that whole thing is a fuck you to Stephen King. And he tied Cruise and Nicole Kidman up. And Cruise is such a phony Hollywood prick. He can't insult Kubrick. Because it's Kubrick. He looks like an idiot. Yeah, Stanley's got some great ideas. We're in our 4th year. Yeah, I couldn't do the sequel to that. Everything's pushed back. The black kid Nicole and I have got tired and left. We got to get another black kid. Tom Cruise's black kid must be so uncool for the black community. Imagine telling this black kid's trying to be in the black community, and he's got to fucking tell his friends that he likes Volcry. You know what Mission Impossible 5 is? Telling your friends you like Volcry. Can't even have Ving Rhames in those movies anymore because he lost it. Gave his Golden Globe to Jack Lemmon. He hasn't been the same since. Yeah, so, you know, my point is this. I've had money for a long time. And you know, I don't have the hobbies other people have. Skiing is expensive. And so is golf. All these assholes. Oh, I've got the titanium 7. Shut the fuck up. The only good thing about... There's 2 places you're allowed to be racist now. The Olympic Village The Olympics, think about it. The Olympics is the last place where publicly you can say you hate another team just because they're from another country. Hey, America here. Oh, God, I hope Mexico loses. Why? Because they're Mexicans. That's the only reason I want them to lose. That's the definition of racism. No, the only reason you want them to lose is because they're Mexicans? Yeah. How do you get away with that? I don't know. I just say I'm for the Olympics. America! Okay, the Olympic Village. The only other place you're allowed to be racist? Golf courses. It's blatant. I like going just to get the racism out of my system. Hey, Dalton. What you been eating now, man? Like, that was a nice fiber on your hip, well. Speaking of Ireland, can I do your shirts now? I've got Maza Ivanka and Jared Kushner coming in. I'm going to tell Kushner how to solve the drug issue. Herman Cain is my uncle. He was a presidential candidate. I'm trying to get some of that pizza money. But he's knee-deep in white pussy every time I get him on the phone. What you mean? You might need to side some, LA? That was a nice putt. You're putting like a motherfucker up in this shit. I told Master Trump, I said, that's he put all in line putting like a motherfucker up in this shit. Is that you, Master Gutfeld? Oh, the whole Fox News team here. The five is here. I said these motherfuckers, I glad the five's on at 9. What the fuck's going on now? I'm the only one at the bowl say that shit. I'm sorry, that was lunch. I had the servant salami. We don't know what the fuck's in that motherfucker. John McCain's daughter just took a wicked dump in the end of gump out of the 8th hole. She's a heifer. McCain, I tell you what, he did all right there. He's a thin motherfucker, though. His wife must be a heifer. Megan McCain, whatever the fuck her name is, she's thick. Trying to get some of that shit. Trying to put a little coffee in that cream. 8 holes, she had to take a dump. I said, what do you think I do here at 6 a.m.? Nothing, I put an end to gump out there. That's for white people to shat in. I'll take it right the fuck back. Speaking of shatting out, if you're bounded, try that Godfather pizza. Ask for the white pizza. It's got a little cocaine you sprinkled on there. Stuttering Juan brought it over there. This pie has a blow on it. You want me to blow on the pizza? No. It's got the blow on it. Say that again. Them's fat words. I'm out of line. I got to go clean up. Sounds like Miss McCain had the splats. I think she's eating moose head again. She's got moose head beer in her again. Master Goodfeld's very funny with the metaphors. He said, this is like a something with a something. That's a funny motherfucker. Master Lang's shirtless again at the 4th hole. Yeah. He's been drinking some of them schnapps. It's my job to light the sambuca for these kiddies. I said, listen, you without papers, greasing motherfucker. I'll beat you like Mussolini got beat in Milan. You and your girlfriend. I hit you with a bat. One of them fungal bats. Stuttering Juan's giving me shit. I said, well, you weren't going to make the senator when you were fucking a white person. Melendez. Yeah. Master Bosco's mother took a Sudafed. I think that's what my excuse is, too. Well, there was a lot of sweat for a couple of giggles. Thank you, though, guys. You're earning your money. Yeah, so I just started making a bunch of money. And I started sending it home. And now I still have money. So I just spent $1 million in like 4 years on, whatever. My form of scheme. And, whatever. Broncos don't cover here. Broncos don't cover there. Somebody's late. There's traffic by Dykes Lumber. You hear that? It's $1 million. Master Lang, you need some tissues? Hey, this is my son. Hey, Tyrell, put the lamb top down. Put the lamb top down. Get over there. Give Mr. Lang some of them soft tissues. Motherfucker sneezing shit out again. Oh, here's the shit in the box backyard. Oh, no, it's not. I thought this was the shit. Oh, there it is. There's an Andergump right there. Outdoor concert. I installed them at the Pearl Jam shows. So I still got $1 million left in stocks. And let's just say, I gave all my money to my uncle when I was, if he just had a little vision. If he bought like a couple of stocks in Apple, I'd have $1 billion. What about Uber? Sounded like a good idea. I don't have time to study the Uber stock. You know why? I'm fucking telling jokes in Pittsburgh. It's your job. Your job is, hey, Uber, I'll buy a couple. I bought Cisco at 55. It's 17. What the fuck? So I got to keep making money. But I keep making money. And, people that are smarter than me have to work for me. I'm sorry, Dan. What do I do? I got lucky. But here's how they give Artie back. Here's how they get back at me. My only sin, by the way, being successful. Here's how they get back. They tell me I'm broke, so I could be back in their club. We have no more money. Really? We have more money? And that's not true. Yeah, well, they said you have no more money. Who said that? The people you give money to. Huh? The people I give money to. And my mother tells people we have no money. If we had no money, she'd be living on the curb. Dan tells me we have no money. We're in a penthouse looking at this. I'm sorry, the second greatest city. The greatest city in the world. I'm looking at the Empire State Building right now. I look down, I see Mario. If we had no money, how can we have the best view of New York on the planet? Really? I get up, I'm scratching my head going, we have no money? Then I get in the shower. I don't know how we have soap. How do we have soap? What, are they giving away soap? Because we have no money. There's a terrorist painting my house right now. Guess we have no money. Mario's going Uber, Lyft. I get home. I have a Range Rover. I'm paying 3 lawyers, 2 Shylocks, and a goat. Dan, there's 2 chicken parmesan sandwiches on the counter the other day. The saddest note ever. You can almost see a sad clown writing it. I bought this with the last of my money. What? What are we talking about? Hey. I don't remember I owe people money. Tell me, I'll give it to you. I'm preparing for Cinco de Mayo, buying my outfit. If I had no money, how could I pay for a new Cinco de Mayo outfit every year? I'll be going as Stuttering Juan. I'm going to tweet out Stuttering Juan stuff all day tomorrow. It's 5 de Mayo. 5 de Mayo. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Roger Waters. Is this Roger? What's this kid's name? It's not Roger Waters.
Roger Waters.
Who's on the 5? Not the guy from Pink Floyd. That's really terrible. The black guy on the 5 just took a picture. He showed a picture of him in front of a tree.
Jesse Waters.
What is the black guy doing? It's Juan. It's Juan, Stuttering Juan. Is that Stuttering Juan?
Yes.
No, that's regular Juan. That's speaks properly Juan. No, what's his name? Jesse Waters.
Yeah.
Jesse Waters with another original idea for his show. He's going to the Star Wars convention.
Oh, God.
That's a funny bit. That's a funny bit. I liked it the first time. I liked that bit the first time I saw it. The day after Star Wars came out. The day they announced the first Star Wars convention was announced at 9 a.m. Someone was doing that bit that Waters was doing on his show at 2 p.m. that day. And the only reason it wasn't done earlier is they had to go get the outfits. And because he's talking to all old people that don't know what the fuck they're watching, Jesse Waters goes, well, it's an innovation. We were in a pitch meeting. And what? He's doing what Stuttering Juan did. Sean Hannity. Okay, again, I'll just keep riffing. Sean Hannity is on right now. If you were given to exciting, excitable moods, and you were easily amped up, and you were also an insane racist. Kidding. No. If you watch Sean Hannity's monologue every day, you would literally think at your door is like a National Guard yes. ready to take all of the gold you bought from William Devane. Okay, thanks, guys. The 5. Good. All right, listen. Really, really crazy stuff going on tonight. The liberals have gone nuts. Look out your window. That's right. Tell your aide to get your walker and look out your window. Take the catheter out. Unless it's the catheter we're advertising. Excuse me? We're advertising every catheter. Okay, I'm sorry. Take your Hannity catheter out. We're selling Hannity catheters. Look out the window. What do you see? You think you see nothing, right? You think you see an average day. No. Those are black people. Say something witty. When they smile, you'll see. The liberals have gone crazy. I want to see a conversation between Hannity and Chris Cuomo. Chris Cuomo will keep answering his own questions. And Hannity will just keep telling him the world is over. Chris, the world is over and you know it. It's because of people like you. Because of people like me? Why do you think that? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you. And you know who's the fucking big winner at all? Is that Camerata chick who's next to him. You know why she's the big winner? Because one day we're both going to be at a party, me and her. And she's going to have one too many schnapps. And she's going to look at me and she's going to go, who's that? And I'm going to go, it's Artie Waters, baby, and you're in my world.
She turned down Roger Ailes.
Of course she did. Of course she did. By the way, the show Hoarders has a special. They found Hoarders underneath Roger Ailes' stomach. That's the premiere. And they're Swedish. You kan man inte köra sig. I put out what's probably going to be the tweet of the week again. Bill O'Reilly's 3rd week without employment. He's isolating. People haven't seen him. Writing his next hit book, Killing Time. Thank you. He's writing it alone. That guy who's his writing partner must be so relieved that he can now stop writing books. Here's how Bill O'Reilly contributed to those books. You ready? What the fuck? Can I start saying there's a book? I thought we killed Lincoln. Just kill somebody, I'll fucking say it. I got more shit on the website for that charity. By the way, did you see that little blonde chick? The 5 o'clock hours now. That guy Eric Boldender, who's every like asshole gym teacher. He's every asshole gym teacher who like made money on one stock.
Nike.
Yeah, Nike, yeah. And so he doesn't have to check if your socks are on. He's not watching your squat thrusts anymore. And now he's on Fox. He's so dumb, that guy. And, well, he's dumb. Look where I am, please. And he's got a little petite blonde there. So I'm considering a tweet. It's not the no spinner zone. But he's got that black chick. That black chick who is just a little too... She's one of those really smart black people where she's so smart for a black person. You go like, it's disconcerting. Because she's really smart for any type of person. But she's black and she's so insecure about that. So she tries to be extra articulate. Almost like she's going, I'm black. I'm smarter than you. I'm black and smarter than you. And I pronounced everything right in that sentence. And she is. She's brilliant. And smoking. Smoking hot. Smoking. I would go, listen, I would go to my whole family. You have to get over it. You got to get over it.
You would bring it home to Mama Lang?
Yeah, what'd you do with the Irish guy? She's probably lighter than the Irish guy. There's nothing dirtier than the Irish.
Say that again.
Kidding, of course. But what did David Huddleston say in Blazing Saddles? All right, we'll give some land to the niggers and the chinks, but we don't want the Irish.
Oh, shit.
I do. That's why I love that your mother took a Sudafed, because if she didn't, you'd probably be normal and we wouldn't have you here. I know you because I love Mario. I love that he's in our life. I do.
And I love that you're in my life.
Oh my God. It started to sound like that 1984 movie with Jeff Bridges and what's the movie where Phil Collins did the song?
Oh,
Max?
Jeff Bridges and Phil.
Yeah.
Not No Way
The
Out.
English Broad?
Oh, Christ. Jeff Bridges is a football player. James Woods is a drug dealer.
Yeah, no, that's 1 million ways to die in LA.
No, Jeff Bridges is the football
That's
player.
Andy Garcia. No, I feel like I'm glad we have Mario. I feel like Mario's almost like not human, like we own him. Like he's almost like a duffel bag. Who talks? What is that button?
It's King Kong reading a book, holding on to the Empire State Building.
Is that a racist thing? Is that like you walk in the black neighborhoods, like the black library, and you go, "Hey, King Kong, you reading a book?"
Against all odds.
Is that a black guy would read? Who knew Dan would tell the most racist part of the... Of course not. Of course, we're not saying that at all. We're not saying that at all. We're just saying that from a distance. Well, look right behind you, the Empire State Building. How rare is that? You're in a place where the Empire State... But you know what's weird? We have no money. My mother calls me up all sad. Artie, the money's going. Yeah, look to your right, look to your left, look up, look down. I bought everything. Let's calm down! We got out of the shit! How about call me? Here's the call I want, Ma. I don't know, I'm happy for no reason. I'm using a blender. I don't recall buying it. Because someone else did. There's a 26-year-old Russian broad living with you. You think that's free? You think it's free for a fucking cute Russian broad to live with you? No way. Costs a lot of money. I know. I got a 53-year-old Chicago Italian guy with me. You got the best of that deal. Whoa. How about this? My 75-year-old mother's got the fucking Russian broad with her. I got Dan.
She's very attractive.
I got Dan. She's got the Russian broad. How the fuck did that happen? Talk about a generous son. I call my mom. What are you giggling? What are you giggling about? Oh, me and Gigi are talking. You and Gigi are talking.
Oh my God, that was good.
What if me and Dan aren't talking?
Oh shit.
I can't teach the Russian broad to turn the mics on? A little laundry every once in a while?
Right. Why don't you switch it up?
Tell me I'm broke?
Shit. That was good.
Oh. I'm just thinking of that. That's unbelievable. If my father came back to life, he would slap me. He would go punch me. Like, what are you doing, you fag? I don't know. How'd this happen? How are you with the old guy and she's with the Russian broad? My father would go, what are you doing? I'm paying $1,200. I hope my mother is not lesbian now.
Oh shit.
I hope I'm not paying for my mom to bang a Russian broad.
Oh no.
How terrible would that be? I'd rather Dan bang her.
Oh shit.
I never thought
You
about
got
that.
the raw deal.
No kidding. Right now, my mother is giggling, eating ice cream with a Russian broad. And I'm with Mario and Dan, watching Newt Gingrich on Hannity. And I'm sort of famous. I mean, I'm on a show on HBO, for Christ's sakes. Me and Pete Holmes, if you added up the pussy we get, it's the least amount of pussy two guys on the show have ever gotten.
Invite the Russian broad over.
Yeah, I do. She runs back to the car.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's legal.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's might be like golf with Trump.
Don't hang no Trump pictures here. She'll run.
No, you listen. Yeah, she'll run back with my mother. I'm paying for everything. Gas. You know what? I hope my mother is having sex with her.
Oh God.
I bet. I hope my mother's motorboating her. My mother's got big tits. I think they could be motorboating each other. It's better than Dan banging her. If I ever heard Dan had sex with my mother, I don't know. I'd be catatonic. I'd be like, I would just start struggling. Look at this. You got to tweet out a picture of this. Go, Mary, say, Dan, Dan Filato's having sex with your mother. Say that. Say it. Stop
Dan
giving
Filato.
tuberculosis to women. Can't say it. Say it.
Artie,
Yeah?
Dan's having sex with your mother. And the Russian broad.
That picture's so great.
Oh, shit. How do we end up in this position?
Dan, put out this is what I look like after someone told me Dan Filato's having sex with me.
Oh, my God.
That's the best.
Oh, shit.
That's great.
But
That's great.
At least your mom's enjoying it.
Oh, shut up.
Not the sex. The company.
I understand. Let me see. I think something happened if you scratch your eye. Look at this bullshit. The cold cuts. I love these cold cut commercials. They show minorities making sandwiches that are so thin. What are you doing? This is me trying to blow a black guy. What I'm saying is hilarious. We can't hear it.
You put the picture out?
What are you doing? You don't have it.
I'm going to like the picture.
Not yet. Nobody cares if you like the picture. Oh, you like the picture or like the picture? I have to write this down, Dan. Come on. I did a hilarious thing where the microphone's big and cylindrical and black, and it was loose, and I couldn't find my mouth and the mic couldn't find each other. So I do like, well, you get the bit. Me blowing shine.
He's not even paying attention.
I'm just looking at this picture somebody put up.
Who gives a shit? What, that's me and you at the thing? What that means?
We gotta find out about Mario's acting class.
Why do you care so much? You're such a broad.
He cares. He wants to know.
You guys talk about it. Well, so Mary's taking an acting class.
At HP Studio.
That's where I went for 2 weeks. I was there for 2 weeks. In 1988. Seriously. Me and my buddy Deej. It's the last time we talked.
1988.
Yeah. So what's happening? Are you taking Stella Adler? She's been dead for 38 years.
I got into Stella Adler.
Do you know what? Honestly, a guy who was on Mad TV 4 years after me as a teacher at HP Studio. Somebody sent me that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a kid who I wouldn't even let open for me.
Oh, God.
Is teaching.
I know.
I heard he's a nice kid. I don't know. Hispanic.
He teaches Shakespeare.
He does? Well, Shakespeare classes, you already got him? 18th favorite cast member. You know what I am? Not 18.
I know.
More like 1. I should be. Those fruits.
Well, I got into Stella Adler, film and TV, and comedy.
It's great.
I want to learn how to be a comedian.
Yeah. How old are you now?
44.
Right there, that's funny. How long you think it'll take you to learn how to do that? Be a comedian?
Another 20 years.
Yeah. So at 64, you're gonna do what?
It's never too late.
You know what's gonna happen in 10 years? In 20 years, what your plan is to work with me? Here's how I'm gonna be involved in your act if you start in 20 years. You're gonna go, I remember when my friend Artie died 19 years ago.
Oh, God.
Oh, don't say that, bro. You always say these
You know, I would
things.
never kill myself, but, death would be kind of a sweet release. Every day I wake up and 14 people tell me I'm broke. 14. And I'm paying all of them. I'll pay you extra if you tell me I have money. The problem is if I do that, I'll be broke. Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. You know, who's the only person speaking the truth? Stuttering Juan.
Stuttering Juan.
Yeah, we got to take that picture and put it out there. All right, so we've been talking for an hour. Honestly, nothing made sense in this podcast. It's a bunch of non sequiturs, but This is what everyone else does. This is what everyone else does. I'm going to count the amount of words that made sense that Mario said combined with each dollar we spend to get him here.
I was gonna read.
I guarantee
this
that
thing
ratio
Dan
is
gave
insane.
me.
No.
What is
No,
it?
we're not gonna read it.
I can't read it. A friend of ours died.
Oh.
A guy I knew.
I know him too.
What happened? He tripped over you? I tripped over him too for different reasons. No, a guy who ran a legendary place called the Rainbow.
Rainbow Bar and Grill.
I heard you did coke off Tommy Lee's dick there,
Oh, God.
and you were standing up.
By the fireplace. What are you laughing at?
That must have been a big soda fed. All right, I'll see you. We're done with an hour. You guys.
Where you going
You
to
wanna-
bed? My heart goes out to the Kimmel family.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. We're recording. I don't know how many people watched the other night. Jimmy Kimmel was talking about his new son, Billy. And I just want to send, a little bit of love to their family and some prayers, letting them know that I'm here for them. I know what it's like being a sick child, and I know how it is. I didn't have a heart problem, but I know what they're going through and what they're feeling, the emotion. It was brought to my attention the other night. I didn't even know about this until somebody told me and said, hey, by the way, did you check out Jimmy Kimmel Live the other night? Jimmy was crying. And Jimmy doesn't often cry. He cried for Uncle Frank. He cried for Don Rickles, but he didn't cry. He doesn't cry much. And when he's talking about his newborn son, somebody who is fresh into their life, and so sad. But kid's doing good. He's going to have another procedure probably within the next few months, he said over the interview. And again, my life, my prayers go out to the Kimmel family because they're wonderful people. They're wonderful human beings. They're genuinely from the salt earth, just like Artie, just like you, Dan. All right. And again, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and again, my heart goes out to Mario from the Rainbow Bar and Grill. He was known as the king or the godfather of Sunset Boulevard. I met Mario about 2000, I think it was 1999 or 2000, when I was in LA doing NYPD Blue, through a good friend of mine, Ray LaTulippe. And Mario liked me because being Italian and being from Brooklyn, he liked hearing the New York accent. And Mario passed away today, 94 years old, at Cedar-Sinai Hospital. And my heart goes out to his wife Scarlett and his children and family.